Welcome to the Urban Pitch Podcast, the beautiful game of life. Today we are welcoming back one of our favorite guests of all time, Feefa in the house.
Hey, estamos en vivo. What's good, y'all?
I feel like you and I vibe and we talk all the time, but I wanted to let our audience know on some of the latest things that you've been up to. So I wanted to welcome you back. Let's just start off right away with what you've been up to lately. You know?
Man, just a whole lot of music, grinding, staying healthy, pretty much.
Staying on that grind.
The
music grind, but then you've been doing other stuff beyond.
A healthy grind.
The healthy grind.
A healthy grind. Like there's the grind that's gonna kill you, and then there's a healthy grind.
That's true.
I'm going on the healthy grind where I want longevity out of this. So I'm doing a whole lot, whether it's music, working with kids, which is like coaching kids, and just staying in shape.
I feel like you easily traverse lots of different worlds out there, right? Because you're just talking about right now how you're doing the music grind, but then you're also working with kids. I was watching your Instagram stories. You just came back from the Grammys, right?
Yeah,
how was that?
Golden Globes.
Golden Globes, oh my bad.
Yeah, the Golden Globes.
Grammys is next. We're gonna put that out there, though, right?
Grammys is next. Hell yeah.
Golden Globes. I didn't even know. I was talking with you earlier. I didn't even know the Golden Globes was happening, right? Until I saw your story, and I was like, oh man. I'm sure it's big. It's big.
See, Golden Globes. I gave you a free promo.
Seriously,
man.
right? I mean, Golden Globes is big, right? It's the biggest thing for TV, obviously, right? But either I'm out of it or what. But I didn't really know it was happening.
TV yet?
Yeah, exactly. I haven't.
I ain't seen myself yet.
How was it? The Golden Globes, though.
It was a cool experience. It was just it's kind of like for me it was like a confirmation, which is like, all right, I'm in the right path. Like, all right, I'm doing something good, you know?
Yeah.
Because like being around like talented, smart people around there, like there's a couple talented, it's just different characters. But I connected. The people I connected was like the people I wanted to connect with, which is like smart, people who have a drive and a passion for their art.
Right.
So I respect that.
It's validation that you're on the right path, at least, right?
Yeah,
even though that's not your world necessarily at the moment, right?
Yeah, like it's not like I won't say like, oh, this was because of the Golden Globes, like that gave me. Like I got confidence. It was just more of just like, all right, like at times when you go through life, you're just like, damn, am I doing stuff the right way?
Okay.
Am I not? Like this was just like a sign to tell me, it's like, all right, you're pushing forward. Like,
Yeah.
So that's all it was for me. It was mad fun though.
Who are some of the interesting characters or personalities out there that you came across that you met?
I didn't. It's crazy. I didn't really meet many people.
Was there anyone there that you were like fanning out over and like in awe of, or that you were?
Nah,
I
was hoping to see Jim Carrey.
Okay.
If I would have seen Jim Carrey, that would have blew my mind.
Was he there though, or
nah,
he wasn't?
He was
in attendance.
Yeah, he was there at the Golden Globes, but he didn't go to the parties or whatever.
Okay.
So I didn't get to meet him, but other than that, I saw like Klay Thompson, which was crazy.
Oh, he was there.
Yeah.
Okay. Is he married or is he?
Yeah. I think he's dating an actress.
Oh, so he's dating. Okay, so that's why he was there.
So I saw a couple dope people, but it's not really a social. Like it just seemed weird to be social.
Where was it at? Where was it held at?
It's in Hollywood.
It was in Hollywood. Okay. So lead us through it then. What time did you get there? How long did it last? How was the lead up to it? Did you roll up in a Uber? Did you take a limo?
We
set the scene for us.
We rode up in an Uber.
Okay.
And then.
Was it at least the high end Uber?
Yeah, it was a dope one.
It was a dope one. Okay.
Yeah, the Prius. I didn't call the Prius this time. But this time we got a cool little Beamer or whatever, and then we pulled up, and then everybody meets up in one place, and then the shuttle takes you to the place. Okay. So the shuttles were actually dope.
Okay. So they have amenities in there. They have adult beverages inside the shuttle.
No, not in the shuttle, but in the parties. Hell yeah.
At the parties they do.
Hell
okay.
Yeah.
So everyone,
so
there's
a meet. You get a glass of Moet. Like, it was player.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So then, was there like a little bit of a when you arrived, right? I'm sure there's the red carpet there, right? Did you do a little pause and?
Yeah, I actually did.
Okay.
Well, I went because of Jackie.
Okay.
Jackie Cruz. Yeah, she was the one invited, and then I was her guest.
Okay.
Usually, I stay away from like. I let her do her thing. This time she was just like, yo, come take pictures with me. So I was like, all right, cool.
So you did the red carpet thing.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
she thought I was gonna throw up the West Side, so she was trying to tell me like, don't throw up no gang sign. It's not a gang sign, you know?
She was. You mean after you threw up the West Side?
No, I didn't throw it up. I put up a peace sign, and then after she was just like, did you throw up a West Side? I was like, nah. I was like, it was just a peace. Yeah, I was like, it's just peace.
Right.
But it was funny. Yeah, it was dope. It's crazy, man.
So the awards. So how long were you there for?
It was about 2 hours.
2 hours, and then was there an after party that you attended?
Yeah, it was 2 hours, and then everybody just gets to try.
At the event, right? People are drinking and partying. Is it pretty much a party atmosphere while you're there though?
Yeah, hell yeah.
So people are just having a good time.
Yeah, everybody's having.
Okay, cheering, and hopefully they're winning awards, but at the same time having good vibes.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
It's just free food, drinks.
Free food, drinks, party. Yeah. But did you guys go to an after party after?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, which one?
That's where we were at. The after party is like where all that's like the social spot.
Okay.
So I didn't go to the actual awards.
Okay.
I was just there for like the event, the party, the social stuff.
Okay.
So Netflix.
So you just did. So basically, you got there, did the meet and greet.
Yeah.
Dipped out to the party early, right?
Pretty much.
Okay, and then they were showing the awards while you're at the party then.
No. See what happened? This was after the awards. This was like the party after party. So HBO has an event after that. Netflix has an event. In Style, like there's a bunch of like companies that throw events.
Right. Industry events, right? Each one of them have their own little thing.
You pick where you want to go. So you go to the HBO one, you go wherever. But it was just cool, like
Well, did you hop, or which one did you guys go to?
We went to the Netflix one for sure.
Okay.
In Style, and then I forgot what other one.
So these are at they're at hotels?
No, it was just weird. It was just out in the open, but they made tents for it.
Okay, so it's all in one location though.
Yeah, it's all in one location.
It's all in one location, but it's just like a little bit of different sections.
Yeah,
kind of like high school, right?
Pretty much.
Like where are you hanging out in the quad, right?
That's how I felt. Like it just felt like I was just like, I kind of get the whole. I get the movement.
Right. Like in high school, right? There's the jocks and hanging out one area, right?
Like when you get there, you notice it's not as big as the media makes it seem. I was just there and I was just like, all right, this is just feels like a regular party, but with like bougie ass people. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it was just a bougie ass party. That's it.
I would want to go hang out where maybe like the athletes are, or maybe the comedians, people that I can kind of more relate to, and have, or at least get good stories from, because I feel like they would have some pretty good fun stories, right?
Yeah, hell
so if there was like a Kevin Hart type of guy or Jamie Foxx, I would go to wherever those guys are hanging out, right?
That's who I would go with.
So there weren't no names like that you saw that that you wanted to hang out with?
Not really.
Okay.
Not really. I'm in the music business, like so it's like the TV stuff is a whole nother level.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of new faces, a lot of good talent out there where I was just like, I was impressed. I was just like, damn. Where I would get introduced to them, and then I was just like, Jackie would be like, "Dude, do you just know he just said hi to him?" Like, hell no.
Right. Well, did they look familiar at least, or no?
From the Glee, it's the girl from like these big stars, and I was just like, yo, I'm sorry, I rarely have time to watch.
I don't watch TV, right?
Yeah, I don't like. It's crazy. I watch music. I listen to music. I watch. I breathe it.
Right. So it would have been more if you seen people in the music industry.
Yeah,
you would have vibed more with those.
Yeah,
right?
that would have been like more of my field. I was kind of like I was just there, just like, all right, this shit crazy.
So were there some music industry folks there?
Yeah, I actually saw Machine Gun Kelly in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah.
Okay. How was his presence? Was he kind of chill?
He was moving fast.
He was. Yeah.
He was moving fast. That's all I say. He moves fast.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, because there was some after that whole that ruckus, right, between him and
M. Who do you think won the battle? I think M. I give it to M.
I think I would have thought just as an observer, okay, and as a fan, I would have thought it was much closer than I realized afterwards. Because you know how you go to how they break down the lyrics for you, right?
Yeah.
Like Genius lyrics. What I'm talking about?
Yeah,
like the sites. Yeah. Is it Genius lyrics or what is it?
I don't know. There's a lot of YouTube.
So there's sites where they break down like line by line and go into the secondary meaning and or tell where he's coming from with the line that you might not actually have awareness that there's a certain reference to something else, right? Other than what it means. After they broke down like Eminem's song, I was like, man, this guy's on a whole nother level.
Dude, you went crazy.
Yeah.
Like
I liked Machine Gun Kelly's track and the beat, right? I liked the beat, and I thought it was a good song and a good jab, right?
Yeah.
But after looking at the lyrics of what everything that Eminem was breaking down, I just thought it was
lyric-wise was too much.
Right.
There's a lot of rap beefs.
But do you think that really was a rap beef, or do you think it was manufactured?
I think it was a rap battle. Like,
okay,
yeah, I think that was rap beef.
But do you think it was authentic, or was it a commercial thing?
No, I think that one was authentic.
You think it was real?
Yeah,
you think Machine Gun Kelly was really going after him?
Yeah, Machine Gun Kelly. I feel like I've had my eye on him for a while too. I'm a fan of him. Like, his rap style. I've seen his freestyles. The dude, he can rap. Like he's a real rapper. So, but I just felt like seeing him go against Eminem, like, I could see why, like, you should.
Yeah.
If I was in your position, shit, I would do the same thing.
Right, because he got huge views from that, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Like, yo, this is it's a competition when it's game time. Outside of that, y'all could be cool, but when you know, it's like soccer. As soon as that whistle blows, like, if you're on that other side of the fence, then I'm sorry, like, you're gonna get ran over.
Yeah, because I'm trying to look up the song right now to see how many views he got on his.
He's
right?
over 150, I think.
So that thing, he got 184 million views.
Yep.
Right, and then, but you know what's
the Eminem
that
was a video.
And
Eminem broke the record as a song.
So he got 220 million. Eminem got 220 million. He didn't even have a video to go with it. So that just tells you he's still on another level, right?
Yeah, he just fucking killed it. Like, I don't know. I respect both artists. I think Machine Gun Kelly did what he was supposed to do as a newcomer. That's like somebody trying to dunk on LeBron right now. That's like, you know, it's one of those where it's just like you just got to show your fucking skill. And I feel like in 2019, the year that we are right now, is like, I feel like we're in the year where you got to prove yourself now. You got to prove your value as a person and as an artist, as an all around, you know, whatever you want to do.
Okay.
So I feel like that was dope. I was waiting for him to come back. Like, come on, shoot back.
Yeah.
You know?
Machine Gun Kelly?
Hell yeah.
He said he's done, right? He said he's done though, right?
He should still reply. To me, I think he should still reply. I don't think there should be a time frame of when to reply. I think if he comes back with something that's better than both of these, I think we'll forget it. Like, you kind of get me? Like, if he just drops some fire, you know? And then I think if it's strong enough for us to forget these other two, then the beef is back on, and then better respond.
Well, speaking of rap battles, have you ever been in rap battles when you were younger? Is that something that you partake in?
Yeah, in high school, hell yeah.
You did?
We used to freestyle in class and just clown each other. But it was just like bars, like, you know, say one line and he'll say one, then I'll say one and he'll say one and I'll say one.
Right. More in just in lighthearted fun, right?
Yeah. Hell
so nothing serious?
No, nothing serious like your mama go fuck, like it wasn't that.
Going all crazy.
I mean, we got disrespectful. You know, we're kids, we're teenagers, you know? We'll get disrespectful, but we both knew that it was just out of fun, like we're just fucking letting our thoughts out. Like,
that's not your necessarily lane.
My intention, it's not my intention. Like, you know, if I say fuck your mama, it's not really fuck your mama. It's just, you know, it just came out that way.
So then, if you're not a rap battler, right? What have you been exploring? What kind of styles? You know, I know obviously, you know, Latin trap, right, and hip hop. What style? Yeah. What do we have? 2019.
2019, we're bringing a whole new West Coast sound for the Latin culture. I won't even say for the Latin culture. I would say, like, my music, just because it's in Spanish, they're gonna automatically think it's you know, they're gonna put it in the Latin trap category. Okay. But you know, I'm more than just Latin trap. Like, I could go from Latin trap to hip hop, or if they need me on the pop record, like, I could go either way. So 2019, I was playing the record for a couple people. This is produced by Cypress Moreno. He's on tour with, like, Shoreline Mafia. He's a DJ/producer. So they're taking over right now as far as, like, the LA sound. Okay. Like, they're touring everywhere. Shoreline, Cypress, Ron, a bunch of other cool artists. So they have a formula right now that's working. You get me? So he's just like, we were just brainstorming. It was like, yo, what if we just add some Spanish and your style into this type of beat? I was like, let's try it. You know, I'm open for it. Okay. So he sent me a package of beats, and
so that's something you're working on, right? Nothing released yet though with him, right?
Nah, nothing. Okay. We're releasing it January 20, I believe 26. Okay. The song is called Beber, which means, like, drink. She wants to drink, pretty much.
To drink.
It's just a fun ass record. Like, you know what it is about me this whole last year and, like, this year. I came to a point where I was like, I'm tired of trying to be good, trying to be great. I was like, I just gotta be me.
Right.
You know?
Okay.
Because sometimes I would be in the booth and I was like, fuck, I gotta go hard. I gotta be the best, you know?
Okay.
That just adds too much pressure on, you know, it's just adding pressure. I was overthinking. Now it's just like, yo, I just gotta do me, whatever comes out, you know? I think people will appreciate you being you.
Okay. But then you have been pretty prolific out there. You've been going to different events. You have been performing, right? You've been invited as a guest, right? Tell us about some of these recent
events. I opened up for the Justice League, which is the event was called Time Done. I opened up for Dolla and Nipsey Hussle. Big thanks to Jackie Cruz again. She plugged me up with that whole Justice League, NYC Justice League, and they don't have an artist in LA that's representing that. You feel me? So I've always wanted to be the voice for other people, for the people. So they love the sound, they love everything I'm doing, so they confirm me as the California Justice League, you feel me? So I'm the artist for them.
Okay. From
LA. That event was real cool, man. It was, you know, I opened up for those big artists. It was at the Greek Theater. There were 4,000 people, so I got a good reaction that day from the crowd. So it was like, yeah, that shit was fun, man. It's a lot of good stuff.
Right.
I'm just trying to get better at like my shows, like getting more control of the crowd, like learning the graphic effects, the lights, like learning the engineering. Like this shit, it's next level. Like
learning all the different sides of the business.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, because there's a whole lot to performing, right? About what you just said about learning the crowd, right?
Yeah.
It's all about. It's not about just talent, right? It's about charisma, and especially when you're recording in a studio and you're performing live. What are the main differences that you kind of notice that you have to be more aware of when you're performing live?
More aware of is like controlling your energy, like knowing how to control the moment. Like right there is like knowing how to control that moment. You gotta kind of freeze time almost. You get me? And just kind of just take it slow. Like you can't get too overhyped. Because that shit could get to you.
Right.
There's been times where I just went out there and I was just like, that
too hyped. Too hyped, right?
Too hyped, and then
crowd
my
wasn't ready. The crowd energy wasn't there yet.
It wasn't like well because it was too much. It was too much for them, you know. Like you gotta kind of like
bring them with you.
Bring them with you. For me, you gotta kind of be welcome. So like you gotta welcome them in. So like this is like little stuff I've been learning, just learning how to make them feel like they're a part of the show. You know, but that came with me seeing Dolla perform and seeing Nipsey perform, and I was just like, all right, these are the do's and don'ts. All right, I get it.
Were there certain things that you picked up? What were the things that you picked up? Like some little things that you're
from Dolla was for sure fucking preparation. I just saw the dude was just prepared. I would say confidence is key on stage, but like knowing what you're doing up there with like he had a drummer playing with his beats while the music was playing. I thought that was real sick. Like it just gave you a vibe. It was just
another dimension to the whole thing, right? Yeah.
It was just like, this is next level. You have your DJ, a drummer, and you're performing. And you get on stage, you're playing the bass. I was like, that's real dope. You know. Not only that, he went into the crowd. He just like getting on crowd, going singing. I was like, all right, that's dope. But I'm sure that came with like experience. You know, he didn't start off like that. Like people know his music now, so now he connected with the crowd. So now he knows that he could go off on the crowd and sing to them and go touch their hand. And he knows that if he hugs this girl, the crowd is gonna go crazy. Like he has that presence already. You know.
Right.
My whole thing is like, how do you get up there? Like how do I go from where I'm at now to that?
Yeah. So how do you do that? So for example, if you're performing right at an event like that, right, a show. And you're opening up for some known artists, and the crowd there, some of them may be familiar with you, some of them are not, and you have to get them on your side. How do you win the crowd over? What are some things that you have to do to ease them into the performance, like you were saying?
Usually, I think what has worked for me is just like picking that fan that's actually paying attention. You know, that comes to freezing the time, because then you can look past the people. Like there's two things. You could get distracted by the people that are not listening, or do you feed off of the people that are?
Good.
So you got two choices. You know, there's a way where I've performed where I think there's this performance I had where I got sidetracked because I was just so focused on the people that weren't listening to me. where I was just like, yo, like, you know, like I wasn't like so onto them, but I was trying to please them when I should have been pleasing the people that were actually rocking with me. You get me? So these are like little things that I was learning.
Okay.
So now it's just like, all right, I just find a fan to connect with, and I try to sing to them, and eventually, like, you know, they just like
the pockets will grow, right?
Yeah, they start moving
grow,
like,
right?
like, yo, I'm singing with you too, you know, and I'm just like, all right, I see you, boom, and then it just becomes the wave. Now I'm just like, all right, now I kind of got the crowd, you know. So that's kind of how I learned. That comes with playing soccer. Like I learned that shit, learning how to control the field, like. You know, if you're playing forward defense, like you got to know what's what and who's where.
Earlier, you were before I kind of interrupted you. You were talking about your brother and how he was giving you some advice from a show, which said, you know.
Oh yeah, he was just like, yo, what do you say? He was just like, yo, don't scream into the mic. You had the mic too close to your mouth. Like he would just tell me that.
Okay, so you were coming in too hard and
too hard.
Just ease into it, right?
Like I mean, but that comes with me not being prepared, not a sound check, nothing. You know, you just go out there. So like, as you go, you just start learning these things where you're just like, yo, okay, maybe I should start asking for sound check. You know, because moving independent, like that's the hard part. Like you just got to go through these new lessons every fucking time instead of having somebody guide you where they set you up. You know. So it's like I had to learn that from, you know, he would just tell me, he was like, yo, ask for sound check. I'm like, all right, cool, yo, could we get a sound check? Yeah, man, come through like at 3. I'm like, all right, cool, that makes sense. So now we just move different. Like that's how it is now. Like we haven't changed much. We just move different. We're moving smarter. You know, everything's more strategic. Like it's not just about releasing a song. Like you gotta really have a team behind it now.
Okay, what's some of the strategies that you've been working on that you've learned from in terms of recording and releasing music? What are some of the, you know, obviously there's a whole big world behind it, right, in terms of like social media and how to release and when to release, right? What are some of the things that you've learned over the last year or so that you've been employing? Because you don't just right, you because I remember before you were talking about how you don't just release one and then let too much time go by, right? You have to have a strategy behind it, right?
Yeah, you have to. If you're dropping one, you got to be ready to drop 5. That's just how it is. I feel like that's where I'm at now.
Okay.
Where it's just like, if I drop one record, I can't let 4 months pass by until I drop another one.
You can't let momentum die down, right?
Not in this generation. There's too many artists coming out right now. You know, it's just too much. It's a lot. So everybody's just gonna. You put out one song, I'm gonna be a fan of you for that day.
Right.
But somebody else just put out a new song tomorrow, and I might like that one just a little bit more. So, boom, I'm gonna put you to the side.
Right.
Until you gotta be in these people's faces. Like you know, you gotta be you really gotta put good content. There's 2018 was just. I feel like it was an era. It was a time of trolling and like. You know, I won't say trash, but it was just like, you know, it was music that really had no value. Like I don't hear any of the records that came out in 2018 that would be played in 2030.
Right. Or even in 5 years, right?
Even in 5 years, exactly. That's a long time, but you know, it's not like when Snoop would drop a record and you still hear it now. You just like,
classics, right?
That's my
that you remember, and you vibe with.
Yeah,
and you have
feel
some. It draws back
personal
memories.
connection. You feel me? So it's like I think 2018 we didn't have that. I feel like this year we'll be seeing a lot of that. Like I feel like now we'll be appreciating more music, like the good music.
Okay.
You feel me? I've seen a couple bloggers and social media outlets where they're just like, we're no longer promoting artists from labels because we're tired of promoting trash. Like we're not doing this for the money anymore. We're not doing this for this. Like we prefer us, you know? Just little shit like that. Bloggers and companies standing up for independent artists like us who really care about this music stuff. That's a huge step in the music industry. Because I feel like this is gonna take such a crazy turn in the game. Yeah. Where it's just like if you're not prepared with a real plan and like a real movement, we won't see you this year or next year.
Well, speaking of 2018, then what were some of the artists or music that you thought were okay, that were good?
That was okay.
Yeah. Like what was in your playlist? You know what I mean, for 2018?
Big Sean.
Big Sean.
Yeah. Okay. Big Sean that dude's dope. Big Sean. Shout out to Big Sean. mad lyrics. Like he's dope, all around dope artist. Big Sean, Dolla, Jeremiah. Some J Balvin, some Osuna for sure. I fuck with Osuna. Osuna, he's dope. Spanish artist. Vocal range is crazy. But yeah, all last year I was just mostly like going back. I was going back.
More, going back to the old school classics.
Just listening, just random salsa music. I didn't even know the artist. I was just playing just different genres. I was like, y'all gotta get away from what's out right now.
Yeah.
I gotta study music better.
I feel with emerging artists in today's climate, because like how you were saying, there's so much out there. There's so many different options and so many different artists and songs and platforms.
Yeah.
You have to stand out, and it's hard to stand out in a lot of noise, a lot of crowd, right? In a big crowd.
Yeah.
But then also touring, I think, is something that definitely has to be like incorporated properly, right?
Major.
That's how to connect with the audience and really, create a fan base, right? How are you going about that in terms of like touring? Is that something that you're looking into? How would you go about that, right?
It just has to make sense.
Okay.
It would have to be the like they would have to put the right crowd. Like that's what labels and tour does. Like
Right.
they just put they put the crowd in front of you. That's it, you know. And then you take over from there. They do everything for you. Right now I did get a confirmation that I'm doing South by Southwest.
Okay.
The festival, so that's huge. That's coming in March.
So you are going to be at South by Southwest?
I'll be performing at South by Southwest.
Oh, that's huge.
With Cypress Moreno and all that whole LA movement.
Awesome.
So that's that's one step. It's one step closer. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's all it is. Touring.
Yeah.
It's just it's a little different for me right now because it's like you want to put me into English or Spanish, like So it's like we got to find the right movement.
Right. You have to have other artists maybe that will have a similar type of audience maybe, right? That can appreciate
similar.
you.
I would say similar sound.
Similar sound.
So that's what we're working with right now. That's why I teamed up with Cypress Moreno, and we both had the same manager, Chris. So his game plan was just like, I think these guys could take over the English part with that sound, and we could take over the Spanish part, and we all combine, and it'll be a dope sound. Like it's real good. It seems easier now. Like I said, I'm just having fun with it now. It's just like no pressure on myself. I'm not trying to be the best. I'm not trying to be great. I just want to be me, and whatever that could take me, then I'm cool with that.
Okay. What about? Because obviously I follow your Instagram. You've been doing more. I feel like you've been getting a lot more opportunities lately too, right? With sports, brands, and companies, right?
Yeah.
You've been involved in some photo shoots and commercials, right? What are some of the things some of the latest projects that you were involved in?
The recent one that I was invited to was by Warehouse Shoe Sale. It was it's like an Adidas campaign. So that one was dope actually.
Yeah.
I forgot to do. Yeah.
Okay.
That was real dope.
Right. So that is already out or not yet?
It's dropping this month.
It's dropping this month.
It's dropping this month,
Okay.
January. So yeah, it's all gonna come out. I also we shot a video with Jackie Cruz to her song "Waste My Time."
Don't waste my time, right?
Yeah, don't waste my time. Yeah,
Okay.
don't waste my time.
Right.
That one's coming out on what is it? I think February or something.
The video's not out yet.
Video's done, but it's not out yet.
Right, it's not out yet. The song is out.
Song is out.
Song's been released.
Yeah, the song's been released. We got crazy feedback on that
Yeah.
one, which was that made me feel good.
So the response has been great.
The response has been real great.
Okay. But the video has not been out yet.
It hasn't been out, so this is next level.
That's already been shot?
It's already been shot, it's been
Okay.
recorded. It's done already. It's just releasing and like I said, game planning and strategy, It's not just about releasing stuff now.
What is the I guess some of the visuals, right? Or what's the theme of the video? Some things that you can kind of tease the audience about?
It's like
it's more of a fun type video, right?
Art. No, it's very artistic.
Okay.
I'll show it to you after.
Okay.
But it's very artistic. Like they mess with a lot of lighting. Like it's crazy. It's real dope. She's in a house by herself, where she's like leaving one house, entering a new home almost. And of course, I'm the new guy. You know?
The new guy. All right, not the old guy.
I'm the new and the old. Shit.
Okay.
No, fuck. But you know, that's how it goes. It's real dope, and I'm just there. You know, I'm glad I was a part of it.
All right. But what was your involvement with the song then?
Co-production and wrote it with her.
Right. So writing credits and co-producing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember me and Jojo and I, which is my producer, Bravo. Shout out to fucking Bravo. Usually when we do our car rides to the studio, we go into like we're just like, yo, let's listen to some 60s rock on the way to the studio, or let's listen to some old shit, you know. So I believe we were listening to, like, he was showing me some French music. Oh, I've never heard French music. So he's like, yo, check this shit out, bro. Like, listen to how they play with the guitars, and I was like, damn, that's dope. Automatically, I was like, dog, this is the sound that we could do for Jackie. Cause she's a grown woman, she's still sexy, but you know, she's classy with it, which is what I love about it. You know, so I was like, her sound has to bring out that's her character. I was like, yo, that's dope. It had like a tango vibe. So as soon as we went to the studio, he just he goes into his production. You know, we get to rolling the weed, we get to having fun in the studio. You know, we're just chilling, and you know, he just starts making the beat, and I start writing the hook. And then I was just like, all right, let me send it out to her, see what she says. She was like, yo, I love it. Let's write the verses when I get back. I was like, for sure. Boom.
How long was that process? How long did that take?
I believe we did the beat. This was fast. The beat was done in like 30 minutes. I wrote the hook in about 15. Recorded it in 5. It was just the one take. It's a rough, you know. It's just a reference. So I just did it. Boom. Sent it out to her. She heard it. She loved it. And then with her, we don't like writing music away from each other, because I still wanted to be a part of her. And she got crazy ideas too, which is dope. So when she came in, I believe she came in like 5 days after, when she was in LA. As soon as she landed in LA, we put her in the studio and we finished it in one day.
So she wrote the lines that are in the song as well.
Yeah, hell
So you guys both wrote together?
Yeah, we both wrote together. I mean, yeah, it has to be from a girl's point of view. I'm just giving you melodies and ideas, you know. That's what I could give you, and it's shit. She's an artist too, so I don't want to be one of those who's like, no, you gotta say it like it's like, nah. If you like what I did, cool. If you want to fix whatever, feel free. Do what you gotta do. You know, just we'll make this shit happen.
Right. Okay.
That's how we work.
So what do we have to look forward to in 2019? What do you got? You know, Brewing. What do you have?
The takeover.
Okay.
We finna take over. 2019. It's gonna be a fun year. I feel like you guys will start seeing more of my fun side. All last year, you guys kind of saw my come up, my grind, the struggle. I'll get more serious with it real soon, where I'm gonna talk about like stuff that I'm going through right now with like the DUI and like, you know, the child like fighting custody stuff, like that stuff. I'll talk about it later, because I kind of want to raise awareness about that, like the whole drinking and driving stuff. I want to help raise awareness with that. My situation was kind of messed up. We got a party bus. The bus breaks down on us. Now we're trying to be safe. We're just like, yo, like, maybe this is a sign. Let's just go home. You know? Nobody drove. This was before Uber, the Uber app was invented. So we're just like, yo, let's just play it safe. Let's just go home. You know, we don't have to go to the club no more. Fuck it. Like, literally, like, 0.5 miles away from where we were at to the freeway, I get pulled over.
Okay, so then let's start from the beginning. You're saying that this was years back, but you guys all were on a party bus, and you guys were partying on the bus, drinking, and the party bus broke down. Yeah. So then from there, because you guys needed to you know, you guys decided to call it the night, but you guys were gonna go home from there. Yeah. So where was your car then?
All of our cars were back home.
Okay.
But there was people that were waiting for us in the club.
Oh, so they picked you guys up?
Yeah, so they were just like, yo, we all drank too much. Like, if we pick y'all up, what do you guys could drive?
Okay.
So, you know, it's kind of one of those where you're just like, all right, I'm not too drunk. And shit just happens, you know? It's just raising awareness. Now, I was just talking to the Uber guy, where it's like, yo, whoever created this app is such a smart dude, because you're not only are you, like, you're saving lives, you know?
Right.
Like, you're really saving lives. Like, now we don't...
No excuse, right?
Excuse.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, yeah, the process of that, I'm sure a lot of people relate to it, and you know, it's just raising awareness with a bunch of stuff.
Okay, so you're saying you have a lot more life themes and things that you're currently going through that are in your music?
Yeah, a lot more life that I'm gonna put in my music later. Right now, I just want to have fun. I feel like, you know, right now I just feel like I beat a lot of challenges. I went through a lot of personal stuff all last year, and I accomplished it. You know, and I feel good about myself, and it's just like, now y'all finna have fun with me. You guys are gonna feel me when I laugh later. If I cry on the record, y'all gonna feel that. You know, if I laugh on the record, like, you guys will feel all that, like, this year for sure. Like, but we'll start it with a fun record. We have a record drop in January 26th. Around there, produced by Cypress Moreno. This one's called Beber. Fun record, club. Boom, we about to have fun.
That's an album or a song?
It's just a song.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Then I have another one called Te Lo Juro with my boy Racheton. He's another Salvadorian artist that I linked up with. He's signed to Republic, smart dude, fucking artistic as fuck. And yeah, we got some dope records coming out.
Okay, so we have those to look forward to. I feel like it's hard to, it's either, even the ones that are big, right? Famous musicians that have been established, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to make money off directly from their music now, right? From music sales, right?
Yeah.
So what's the grind all about then? How are you trying to the come up, right? What is the big picture?
Right now what I'm doing is building a brand as strong as I can. So when I do present it to a label, I have more of the upper hand, you know? I have more control of what I want to do. Like, I could just go get signed right now and I still won't get paid for none of my music.
Right.
You know? Because I'm just diving in it without knowing what's going on, and they're putting up most of the bread and all that. Right now, I feel like taking the Nipsey Hussle route. Just build yourself as much as you can, you know, and the right people will come. Eventually, it'll happen.
Okay.
I've been at it 9 years, and my come up is still coming. Like, you know, and I don't plan on quitting. I don't feel like I regret anything. I'm just pushing forward.
What are some goals that you have then?
My goals for sure. Music goals for sure is I wanna be the first artist from LA to get a Latin Grammy and a Grammy.
Latin Grammy, okay, and a Grammy.
And a Grammy.
Okay.
That's like my goal. When we were in the garage 8 years ago, that was I put that shit in the universe. That was like our intention with our music was we gotta give people Grammy type music. I want that Latin Grammy and the Grammy.
Right. So the Golden Globes was fun and all, but the Grammys is where you're really aiming for, right?
Hell yeah. I don't know. I might get into acting later. I'll see. I would have to see about that.
All right. Speaking of acting, then the last the two videos that you released, right? There was a little bit of acting involved in that, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
It was like a double feature kind of video, right?
Yeah, I did the 2-on-1. Shout out to my boy Yellow. I've been wanting to do that just because I was like, yo, I think it'll be cool. Like, we put 2 videos in one. Like, you know, that's some old school stuff. Like, you know, we used to get home MTV, be like, yo, the Michael Jackson videos had the 2-on-1, or I forgot who else had a 2-on-1 video. Like, Diddy would do that shit a lot. So, you know, that's what was dope. I was like, yo, this is dope. Right now in this generation, I feel like the shorter the video, the better.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, people have a limited attention span lately, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Like
but
I
think as long as it's under like 3 minutes or so, right? People used to put out like 5-6 minute videos, but they can't do that anymore.
Minutes.
Okay, that including for both though, right?
For both,
yeah. But each one had its own kind of separate story, so like 3 minutes, right?
So it's like 3 minutes each, but it's a 6-minute video, and I think the most popular video that was first dropped was, I mean, how do I say it? Yeah, the most popular video that was on YouTube for like the first 24 hours was the Lil Pump and Kanye video.
Okay.
And you saw how short that was.
Yeah,
that was like 1 minute 40 seconds.
Right.
Which is kind of what I did with my album.
That's like the sweet spot you're saying?
Yeah, that's the sweet spot. My album, I don't have records. I just have the intro that's like 4 minutes. Everything else is on a 2-3 minutes, 150. Like everything's real short. I made it real short for that reason. Cause I already know, I was like, people's attention spans are so limited now. And then I ended up finding out Kanye took that same route with his album. That's why he did 7 songs, because he believes that people want less now. Like the less is more. That's why there's that joke where they're like, yo, if Kanye's gonna put out an album with nothing on it, and people gonna be like,
still buying it, still trying to get it.
That is funny, yo. Whoever made that, who makes these memes, man? You guys are smart. Like, this shit funny.
All right, let's go over the dates then. You know, let's talk about some of the dates, right? What are some of the dates that your fans and your followers can keep up with you?
I'm dropping a single, Beved, January 26th. We're doing South by Southwest, March 14th to the 17th.
Okay.
And then anything else that comes up, you guys could just catch it on my social media. I just book stuff like just randomly. Like people reach out to me, they're just like, "Yo, can you come out and do this show?" I'm like, "All right, cool, fuck."
Yeah, I feel like you have the energy to do that, right? You don't turn things down, really, right? As long as you feel with it. Right?
There's some I do turn down.
Yeah.
I turned down a New Year's one.
Okay, a New Year's
performance.
New Year's Eve performance.
Yeah, it just the numbers didn't make sense. They wanted me to. I've performed there before, and they would pay me up front. This time they don't want to pay me, and they wanted me to charge people like $40 for tickets. And not only that, what bugged me was just like they only wanted to give me a minute performance.
Okay.
That I wasn't gonna make
all that
anybody.
trouble
I wasn't gonna
make
people. I was gonna charge people $40 just to go see me for a minute.
Yeah.
Like you guys are making money, and y'all don't want to pay me. This is not cool.
So you weren't not gonna get paid for that performance then?
No, not for that one.
Okay.
And that's the approach where I had. I was like, yo, this is a night where you guys will be making more money.
Sure.
Like so it didn't make sense. I'm gonna still keep them. We're still in good, like, and everything is good still. I just told them that offer just wasn't for me, But I took a free one before that. I took a free one on the 30th at Los Globos, and that was like a 15-minute set where I was just like, see, now I'll take a free one for 15 minutes to get in front of my fans rather than charge them 40 just to be there for a minute, and then, hell no, they'll be mad at me.
Right.
My fans are pretty close to me.
Yeah, they'll find you afterwards, right?
They know where to find me. Shit.
All right.
My fans know where to find me.
Yeah. Okay. So you're willing to take a hit on the pay if the marketing, right, and promotion makes sense, right?
And it was a better. The outcome was way better. I made new fans. Like people were there and actually appreciated what I did, and after wanted to take pictures. And that's kind of what I do it for, is just to like, make people feel good. Like, forget about all your, whatever's been in your head. Like, if I could take you out of that train of thought and take you to a good place, then my job is done.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. So that's kind of what I'm doing with this new shit. It's just like, it's just fun. Like, I just want y'all to have fun. It's a lot of comedy in it. Like, I'm just having fun. I'm showing more of my humor on this. The last album was more serious. It was just like, just a lot of writing.
All right. You want to give a last words of encouragement and shout out to anyone?
Shout out to everybody who was part of the urban pitch, urban futsal, the family. This is the family right here. And just check out my Instagram, Feefa_LA, YouTube under Feefa. That's FEEFA. Skip after the 6ix9ine stuff, and then y'all find me.
I appreciate you coming through. Thank you once again. We wish you the best of luck in 2019.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for listening to the Urban Pitch Podcast. Beautiful game of life.
Let's go.